that they want children, because if we end up having a long-term thing, they'll have children, right? But then it's also equally important, if not more important, to start kind of vetting the person, so you know who you're potentially bringing around your child.
True.
Because whether your child is a boy or a girl, they're ultimately affected positively or negatively by the person that you bring around. And it's stuff out here to hurt children in general, boys and girls. And so be careful.
Do your research, background check.
Speaking on the interracial aspect of it, I find it, and that's another one of my personal reasons why I'm kind of about interracial dating, is if someone was to have, if there was a black woman, she had a black son, and so you've got this white partner. And that's just my personal preference, but it's always a little weird to me to have white people discipline black children, because it just, especially if you're into the type of punishments I got, which is whooping, spanking, whatever, right. It like just has a historical component that's a little bit touchy for me.
Yeah.
And black children, they have certain different needs that aren't the same as a white family, and they don't have that background to know. So that's another one of the things about dating interracially with children.
Goes back to that emotional intelligence.
Yeah. But how would you negotiate discipline at that point? I don't know.
Most times in relationships I've seen, like, there's certain thresholds. Like, you don't even get to discipline my child unless we've established certain benchmarks between us. So I have to trust you enough to...
Wait, whoa. So your child over here acting up in the backseat, and I can't be like, boy, if you don't sit down, put that seatbelt on?
Well, that's different than going to spank a child, you know, or put them on time. Even you can put a child on timeout, sit them to the side. There's certain things that are acceptable, but if you're getting to corporal punishment, you're physically restraining a child, that's a different level. And we got to set some...
So it's definitely levels.
Yeah.
Right, and definitely
that is the theme today.
Definitely a lot of conversation that has to happen.
Yeah.
And understanding that has to happen before we can even move forward, either as in a racial relationship or just as a relationship with men and kids.
In general, because I might have without having children, I might have certain ideas about how children should be raised.
Mm-hmm.
And you have children and you have certain ideas about how things should be raised, and we would have to reconcile those between us. And I don't want to do that. So I just don't take people with kids.
So we're coming up on the last 10 minutes or last couple minutes of the show.
Oh, we've got to call. We've got to make a phone call.
Let's see what the people...
It's all right.
The people said you
Let's take some more questions from the audience.
But I'm gonna read some things out the room, the live room.
You little weasel.
I'm gonna read some things out the live room. But what I want you guys to do is to think of a question that needs an answer. So this question that needs an answer is a question that all men want to ask women, all women want to ask men, and it's one question with a relatively short answer.
Okay.
All right. I'll read some of the things out the room, and when I come back to you, I'd like to hear what your question is. All right? So, in the room, let's see, Adrian talked a lot about having a daughter makes a huge difference. He said you can't trust anyone with your daughter. Ebony talked about how there's a stigma is when a man has children and is dating another woman with children, but isn't taking care of the kids that he had with his previous relationship. That's a major stigma, or that she sees.
There's a meme that this girl's like, I don't date people with kids, and the guy's like, I don't even see my kids. It's like dead.
And so, and Adrian said, you can't be a deadbeat to your own children, and they want to take care of other people's kids. And then another issue was Adrian brought up was a white woman trying to do mixed child's hair.
Oh yes.
Well, hey, I don't know about that.
Yes.
So we have questions that need answers. So as y'all know, questions need answers is just a question that all men want to ask women, and a question all women want to ask men. I'm going to have each of them give a question, and then in the next couple minutes they'll be able to answer it.
Okay.
So, who wants to go first?
I'll go.
All right.
Man, I'll try to represent us well. Let's put that out.
Try.
And we're try being the operative word. Okay. Are black men really intimidated by independent black women?
Absolutely not. Most black men see independent and strong women as replicas of a maternal figure that they had or they are aspiring to reconnect with. So I don't think that they're necessarily intimidated by it at all. They are more so trying to find a genuine, strong maternal figure that they can relate to.
All right.
I'm nervous.
Okay. I feel like it's kind of, I don't know, I thought about the question, but my mind went blank. So you spoke about the 1 or 2 or 3 dates to the seal and feel. Yes. Does the cost of the date make a significant difference? Or paying up front? The whole aspect of the monetary attachment to the date, what does that weigh in?
No, I don't think that the money matters. I think the effort and the creativity matters. I don't think we really care if you use Groupon. It probably shows good financial stability because you know how to budget your money. Plus, I use Groupon. But I think taking someone to McDonald's or to Applebee's versus taking someone to play an arcade game or setting up a creative cooking at home and playing video games or doing something that they like, teaching them a craft maybe that you know is a lot different. And you know, Ruth Chris costs this much, and you doing that, teaching me how you DJ or teaching me how you wood shop costs less. But that's the importance of the creativity and the effort.
There it is.
It's the thought that counts, not the amount.
Well, it's the effort that counts.
It's the effort that counts. You can think about the date all day. You thinking about the date
You thinking about the day right now.
Right, without making any effort.
All right. So, y'all, that is, she said, well, thank my guests one more time. We have Reese. Go ahead and say.
Yes. MyThoughtsandGlitter.com is my website, and my blog is kissandtell.wordpress.com, and it is fictional.
And then we have Wes.
Just look me up on Facebook at A Mind of Valor by Wes Tolbert. A Mind of Valor.
I want to thank them for being on the show. Once again, this is your man Ted Jr. We're here on WFMP LP Louisville, 106.5 FM. And if you think that you would like to have a show right here on WFMP LP, if you want to have your voice heard, just go to our website at forwardradio.org and let us know. And let us know what you would like to talk about. All right, we're going to go out with that, and we're going to play a little Easy with Mac Ayers.